I should have wished Ajay good luck before I hung up on that Skype call, but we're just about ready here. Alright, so round 2, I lost the first round playing as robotic, which probably wasn't the best idea. I should have gone with something that I'm a little more comfortable with, but we'll try to make the best happen, make the best of our from behind situation.
Low levels of aluminum found. Low levels of carbon found. Medium levels of water found.
Lots of carbon.
High levels of carbon found.
High carbon there. Almost no aluminum. We haven't found any iron. We could go scavenger first. I think we might have to go scavenger here.
Let's get those ships unloaded and see what we can use. This colony isn't going to build itself.
Medium levels of aluminum found.
Alright, so Ajay went robotic on aluminum and is reaching out for the iron there.
Water found. Low levels of silicon found. High levels of aluminum
We
found.
settled first, but I don't know how the scavenger bonus interacts with that. Will we be able to buy the first claim?
High levels of silicon found.
And what's the geothermal situation looking like? No geothermals. Iron and carbon were both relatively rare. Plenty of... Okay, so he's running for that water. He's already got the upgrade. That's not good for us.
Who are all these new people? I don't know everybody's name yet.
Let's claim this high water. Since Ajay seems to be really into that right now. And do I want to... Yeah, we'll get some more aluminum going. We'll just go into the upgrade resources for now and buy our glass. So that means selling a little of the carbon and I have a bunch of glass here. Halfway there. Right, that's probably enough for now. Now I actually need to put some mines down. What's making me more money? The metal mine or the carbon quarry? Carbon quarry. Alright, so our black market unlocks in 36. And free up that money, I'd definitely be happy to. I don't want to go beyond 10,000 again. Ooh. 12,000. It did put us in a bad position last time. Alright, let's go claim this other water, since water does look relatively rare on this map. And we do need to free up some funds here. Drop that other metal mine. And then the water pumps. Or power. We can put power here until water becomes more expensive. So let's put one wind turbine there. For now, that will delay our upgrade though. And do I have enough resources to sell down and buy that claim? Not currently. Something is losing me money. Or at least something's adding to my debt. That would be the power. Alright, for now, even though this is really poor wind, we'll just use those water tiles for the power. And Ajay did pick up the $4,000 claim there. Alright, we'll just wait for our natural expansion. And he's dropping down wind on the high silicon. That's a good move. That's where all the silicon on the map is essentially. So if we can grab the medium silicon, that might not be bad. I can free up a claim here. If I sold everything down, it still wouldn't be quite enough. Alright, let's upgrade.
We'll have this
Send a claim over here and do something with that later.
locate some
In fact, let's claim both of those. Power is going back down, so that's not going to be as much of an emergency. Let's scrap this guy, put in a water pump, and maybe go fully into water pumps. Alright, what's Aja making his money off of? A lot of money off of that metal mine. Good money off the steel and these metal mines. The water pump is also making him decent money. Whereas our quarries aren't really getting us that much, and we're not putting all that carbon to good use. Alright, let's put those guys out and drop another water pump. And then we can start moving into reactors. I have one claim to spare. For now, let's drop a quarry right here.
New patent up for auction. Bidding
Well, if I can pick that up for 2,000, then I'll be fine. Maybe even 4,000, because Aja's on a ridge here. You could build out some wind power, make a lot of money off of that. 6,000. Okay, well, 7,000 I think is too much. Although if Aja builds up a power empire, I'll regret that later.
sold.
Let's see, can we unlock enough to buy a claim here? Alright, so let's grab that claim. And then what's carbon looking like? We have more carbon than we could ever want. Aluminum is fine. We'll drop a single reactor for now.
is being bought.
Robotic colony expanded.
Right, so we've got the carbon we need. We need a lot more aluminum. And we should go and drop
The black market
some
is
glass.
online.
So, is this guy is making us money, but not very much. Let's swap that out for glass then. And if we wanted, we could mutiny this guy. Oh no, he's already swapped that out for something else. Let's see, he's going into silicon a lot harder. And he's buying into our stock. How is it all going wrong? Okay. A lot of money off of solar. Is it going to be worth it to mutiny, I think is what we want. Okay, we need to get to 4,000. I don't want to delay the upgrade, but I also want to slow down all the money Aja's making here. Let's mutiny that. That'll break up his adjacency bonus superconductor-wise, at least until he drops a claim to reconnect that. Alright, so we almost have the required aluminum. We want this guy on auto supply. And then we want to start moving into some more reactors. So as soon as we get enough for the upgrade.
Your stock is being bought.
Aja has a little more debt than us. But since he's at level 4 and has more buildings out, more resources on hand, his stock price is a little higher. Let's see. Alright, we'll sell down the carbon until it's essentially free. That still doesn't free up the money we need. Carbon was a bad investment here. Silicon, though, is making really good money for Adra.
Freelance pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bid. Your stock.
Okay, so intercepting the silicon would be really good for us. Intercepting all of this stuff would be really good for us. So let's pump this way up there.
8,000, 9,000, 14,
Let's make him pay
16,
18,000 to protect himself, because these pirates could be really good for us. We can intercept the electronics. Let's see, can I drop them right here and get a little of everything?
Filthy bandits.
Alright, now I desperately need the upgrade. We're going to go into reactors, and then probably electronics as well.
Your stock is being bought.
Oh, it's not looking good. As much glass as we can, and 14 glass there. We need 30. So when this guy hits 30, I'll auto ship the glass. In fact, with water being worthless, we should replace this guy with glass. And ship.
Your stock is being bought.
This is not good. Alright, so we need that glass in. And we need to throw some sort of black market somewhere. 20, 43. It's the silicon that's making a lot of money. And the power. Oh man, that power price. Alright, so we'll upgrade here. We could drop some solar of our... Oh wait, did we miss out on that? Upgrade.
The prettiest looking up.
Reactors.
Saddam is it efficient. You should be
And
proud of that.
solar.
Your stock is being bought.
Uh-oh. I'm not making anything that I can sell down. Nothing that I'm making really good money on. I'll drop a glass plant here. Need silicon, we should be on auto supply, we are. We just need the cash to buy the silicon. Start auto supply. Metal mines are barely making us money here. And our reactors are frozen down.
Freelance pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bidder.
4,000, 5,000, 6,000.
Alright, what do we want to make Aja pay for this? He could intercept my glass, and I don't want that. I also don't want to make it really easy for him to buy out my stock. If I can make him pay 16,000, I think I'll be fine with that. Okay, if I can make him pay 18,000, that'll be good. Otherwise, maybe we need to ship this glass right now.
Sold.
Nothing I'm bringing in is making me any money. The glass is my best bet. We have some fuel ticking in slowly.
Your stock is being bought.
Oh no. 80% bought out.
Stock is being bought.
90% bought out. Well, that's just bad. Alright, well that was not the strongest showing. this time around. Let's see if we can sell those down. Ah, good game, Aja. Let's go and join a Skype call. Hello?
Hey, good game,
Good
man.
game, Aja.
Game.
I have no idea who else is rooting for AJ. I'm being asked in the room. But it was a good game, you guys.
Are you guys there?
Yep, we're here.
Hey guys. Well,
Hey,
congratulations to AJ. Congratulations
Yeah.
to AJ.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Thanks.
So what happened, Prim? What do you think? What do you think happened?
Well, nothing that I was invested in made me any money, so I went really hard into carbon, but since no one else was using the carbon, they ended up being dead tiles for me, and I didn't have the other resources I needed to upgrade. Like, having lots of carbon, even if it's not worth very much, is fine if I also had the glass and aluminum. But I wasn't making enough aluminum since my 2 metal mines were on lows, and I didn't get into...
Did you not see the triple stack and the double stack right next to each other of aluminum down at the very bottom of the map?
Not before I settled the metal mines that I did.
Okay. I was thinking about going for those, but I always like to grab the aluminum that's close to my base, because you can always repurpose aluminum after you turn to level 5 and it's not as useful.
Yeah, it's a good thought.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can always repurpose them.
Did both of you guys not find that weird silicon water wind area until after you found it?
No,
Yeah.
definitely not till afterwards. I had to send my wind guys across the map, and I was trying to get the water tiles so I could shaft Prime's life support.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting area. And we thought maybe that Prim, you should, when you claimed 2 tiles there before Aja did, and we thought you should have grabbed the silicon water tiles instead of the water tiles.
I didn't.
Did you
I
see
didn't
me
go
going
that way.
for the triple stack of water up on the north end of the map?
Yeah, I did. And then after I saw it, I was like, oh no, this is really bad. I hope that's not the only water on the map. And around that time, the silicon water corner that we were just discussing
Hadn't been
revealed
yet.
for me.
I was really hoping if that hadn't popped up just afterwards, I was going to grab as many water tiles as I could and just do nothing with them.
Well, congratulations. I call you AJ, others call you Aja. So congratulations for winning. You're going to move on to the next round, and probably I'll have something drawn up when all the games have been won by Wednesday.
Okay.
Prim, you are going to still follow the tournament, right?
Oh, for sure. And I think there's another one scheduled for 1 o'clock. I can join in the. I don't know if the observation mode's been working, but I can try to join in on some of that.
Yeah, it should.
I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah, I think we just got some really bad luck with the observation mode. I think if you do a 3-player game with 1 observer, it usually works. But I think what happened here is when the game actually starts, there's this little weird period of time when the lobby people leave the lobby, so there's actually space in the lobby. It looks like SMG tried to jump in right after you guys left, and so then when we had two observers, it was really weird.
And I kicked us all out.
So it was just bad luck. So, but yeah, it would be great if you guys could try to do some more observation of these games. It's fun to. Potentially fun to do. We were looking forward to doing it, but it didn't quite work out this game. Who's playing at 1?
I think SMG and a soup.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, that'll be a good match.
That's going to be a good match. I somehow feel that I know who's going to probably win because I observe a lot. If you guys notice, I'm always in a room around. I kind of keep it as a background when I'm working. So I always kind of pop back in, read whatever has been in the chat if I weren't listening. But I have observed a soup play and I've observed SMG play, and I think, and I don't want to be, it's weird for me to root for one.
No,
or
you
the
commit
other,
to your opinion.
But yes, it's just probably SMG who's gonna probably take the game.
Yeah. Well, he's in the middle of an 8-player game right now, so it's gonna be another few minutes.
He's warming up.
He's warming up an
Oh
8-player
no,
game.
SMG and I definitely played two or three practice matches to get in the groove. So
Yeah, we saw that. We could tell that you definitely had the probably the experience advantage in two-player. You were often 2 levels ahead of him.
with robotics, it's easy to jump
it is.
levels ahead, especially if you look at my iron and steel production.
Right.
If you can grab 2 single irons next to each other, no matter what, you'll have enough iron income to produce the 3 steel mines, and with the robotic bonus, that middle steel mine has like 4 adjacency bonuses, so it's making a good amount of steel from just
that's
2
where
little
you made
mines.
that's where you made your money this game off of that steel.
Yeah. The colony uses it, and I was using it to upgrade. So.
Yep.
Well,
Power
it's like-
surges.
well
Power
played.
surges.
Well played for sure. We're gonna wrap it up so we can go, about a couple of things before the next match starts. Thank you for playing, you guys, and congratulations.
Thanks for hosting the tournament. We all appreciate it.
No problem. Hard luck, Prim.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Good luck in your future rounds there, Asia Squared.
Thanks. I'll try to win to prove you are still fantastic.
Sure, yeah, I'll be rooting for you.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, hold on. The match between Soup and SMG is tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Who's
Okay.
playing?
Oh,
right
okay.
now? That's hard. Oh, Baby Ant and Qubit.
If someone's playing at 4.
Okay.
Right?
Baby Ant at 4.
At 4 p.m.
But
Eastern
who's playing
time.
at 1?
Maybe no one. I'm not sure.
Well, whenever there's a match, try to tag me so I can keep track of all the games. Yeah. But if there's somebody playing at 1, good luck. All right. Well, bye you guys, and we'll catch up some other time.
Yep.
Okay.
See ya.
Thanks, Saltar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's too bad we couldn't win that one.